Thanks to Star-Lord and getting awesome. Welcome back to my videos. And this is Supergirl number one, the summer of Superman, which obviously it is the summer of Superman because Superman's coming out in July 11th and then pre-early screenings for Amazon July 7th, 7th, and then I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a fan screening before July 11th anyway. So, or unless that is the one. This is a pretty good one. It reminded me of a lot of the Supergirl comic. I mean the Supergirl CW TV show. Um, because it just had that vibe. It had like it told you that the origin, her origin story, which was she was the first one here. Um, she took down Princess Shark, like King Shark, and then let's see, it tells you her origin story, basically saying like in this little panel right here is basically telling you exactly where she came from, saying that she was the first one here on Earth. You might know me because my cousin Kal came after me, blah blah blah. But the only thing I don't get is why she has crypto. Crypto's Superman's dog, but I mean it doesn't really bother me as much, but I'm understanding why they have crypto as her dog when and then she has a super cat and there's a super bunny in this. It's where she takes down it's weird, but she takes down some monster. Um she saves a girl, obviously. What else? She can use her cape just like absolute Batman, which is I found very fascinating. But what I found really cool and fascinating is she was gonna go back home. She got a call from her mom and she was gonna go back home to um this is Metropolis. She's gonna go back home to her small town. But she has this comb. She has this comb that will change her hair. So it's that red comb right there. The red comb, she has a comb that changes her hair. Um from blonde, like the small panel there, to from blonde to brunette. Um And this is where it gets interesting. She goes back to her hometown and then she's like, I've never been here in a long time. And everyone's has Superman gear and Supergirl gear. And then she meets Laura Danvers, which is also a person in Superman's life as well. But then this is all teenage version of her. And then everyone sees her as Supergirl. Like, they're like, wait a minute, this is not the Supergirl we know. And then apparently there's another Supergirl in this world, in this small town, but she's the only Supergirl. I mean, Kira as well is the only Supergirl they know. And like I said, they have a Super Bunny. There's another Supergirl, Super Bunny, and then she has Crypto. And it's like, um, and she asks who you are, Supergirl, and then she puts painted her and called her a um imposter Superman, imposter Supergirl, with a P on her, and that's exactly how Bizarro Superman looks like. So it's kind of like a reverse of that. Um, she called her so long, phony girl. That's right up there. So something's really going wrong. Her parents don't even recognize her. And the very last page, you find out who they're actually talking about, and it's Laura Danvers. So apparently Laura Danvers is the Supergirl in this, well, in her small town, but she's the true Supergirl. Um, this is an interesting comic book. I was blown away by it. I didn't think they was gonna do a twist of like two Supergirls, and then find out there's super pets like Super Cat, Crypto already, and a Super Bunny. That's kind of cool. The super pets live long enough on the planet, but like again, this has vibes of Supergirl, from Melissa Benoist, Benoist, I don't know how to say her last name right, but the girl that played Supergirl in um the CW, which her name is also Melissa Benoist, um, or Manois, or however I say her name. She was in like Supergirl. She was also in um Jan and Bob Strike Back. She was also in playing playing Chronic, Batman versus Chronic. She also played in Clerks 3. But that's who that reminded me of this. That's Supergirl. They even made Supergirl comics for the CW, but this is what that kind of reminded me of. That had that kind of vibe. But this is a good read. Um, there was an old Supergirl cartoon. I mean, old Supergirl, not cartoon, old Supergirl movie, which I still need to check out. But if this is the Summer of Superman, then I highly recommend picking this up and some other Superman comic books. But yes, this is Summer of Superman because there's gonna be a big giant movie coming out. I can't wait. But this comic book was really good. This had that type of vibe of the Supergirl CW vibe. There's a lot of dialogue. She has a lot of dialogue, of course, that, you know, a lot more dialogue than Superman because she's a teenage girl. And in this, she's a teenage girl. Normally, you meet her later in life when she's like an adult. So that was an interesting take on it. So, anyways, if you like this video, put a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and deuces.